Good morning, guys. I'm trying to brush my teeth. Listen to the noise. Listen to the noise, guys. Listen. They opened the water faucet at the same time. It's like 7 o'clock in the morning. Everyone should be sleeping now. You hear the water? Listen, it's still going on. You hear it in the background? Shh. And it will go on and on. Sometimes it's an on and off fashion. It's just worse. It's stronger, it's lighter. Depends. Every time I go in the bathroom, they send a message to the lady below me to open the water. Every time. So it's constant noise attacks. Noise campaign doesn't stop 24/7. 24/7, guys. 24 horas al día. Todos los días. 365 días al año. No para. That's enough. See you guys around. Good morning, everybody. June 19th, 2019. How's everybody doing today? My fingers were almost shaky there. I don't know what to tell you. Everything's good. Considering the fact that we're in prison, everything's good. You have to remember, you're in a prison. And considering the fact that we're in prison, we're doing really good. So, how are we gonna start our day? It's 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. What are we gonna talk about today? Yeah, this is something I actually thought of earlier. This is not spontaneous like every day. I just come out and I don't have anything planned and we just go with the flow, roll with the punches. No, I thought about this earlier. It's like a movie set, guys. You gotta remember something in movies, movie extras. What do they tell them? Wait in that corner, you sit on that table, you do this. As soon as the camera gets to you, keep looking out for the camera from the corner of your eye. As soon as the camera's angling at you, start doing what we told you to do. Start eating from your plate, walk in, walk out. That's how this works. You're gonna see that today. I got a visitor, obviously. Guys, besides the fact that they came in after I came out of my apartment from the stalking, and you saw the little girl in the elevator playing with the sunglasses, moving, 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 even the one on the carriage, they're taught from an early age to do what they do. Moving, moving, non-stop moving, 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 moving. We get raided 2 by 2 dogs, one on a leash, one that's not. Whatever psychological bullshit that's supposed to mean from our enemy. You know what I mean? So you're dealing with an enemy that's pure psychological, which is pretty much a psycho. He's sick. They're a bunch of schizophrenics who moves like this all day long. So they get them to you get used to it. It's an act. You gotta see them as bad actors that do this for a living. In my fake world, whenever they're brought in, look at the guy moving his legs back and forth sitting on the bench over there. Whenever they move into my world, every time I see them, they come in contact with me. They have to keep on talking and keep on moving. Create any reason to create conversation. Oh, banging, school bus, mail truck. Those are the things they keep on repeating. Try to desensitize you to them because they think that grabs your attention. It changes your thoughts. You won't concentrate no more. Look at the way he's swinging. His legs. Leg swinging is huge in this Masonic attack on this fake show. This is like a movie, guys. Those guys, basically, they're in place waiting. They precede me. As soon as I leave my apartment, because it's monitored, this one paces in front of me there, she's moving. Every single one of them. If you see only one staying subtle for 10 seconds, I'll give you anything you want. They're all moving. Moving, moving, moving. They don't stop. Who moves like this all day long? Look at this one. She moves her head down, up. Look, she has to move. She has to do something to move when I point the camera at her. That's how you know. It's fake. They're not real people. It's a movie set, guys. Guys, please, if you're watching this video for the first time, just came into my channel, do not, I repeat, do not mock me and call me crazy. Please watch other videos, because if I was in your shoes and I see this video for the first time, I'd say the same thing. I'd say, buddy, go take a pill. You need a psychiatrist. Please watch other videos to understand what's happening in my world. When you gotta watch at least 10 or 20 of them to grasp the idea and to see the repetitions of the movements so you can believe what I'm telling you. Because if you just watch it once, it's not gonna sink in. Basically, I'm stalked by people everywhere I go. I cannot walk on any street at any time of the day more than 5 minutes and not see people walk towards me or in my view. And there's always movement, 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 and noise. So these guys, basically, it's like a movie set. As soon as the camera turns on them, they start moving and making noise. You gotta see me as the camera in a Hollywood set. As soon as the camera turns on them, they start moving and making noise. Okay? I'm like a camera. That's how you have to see it. See? Even those two kids, they sit here and wait. As soon as I come and look, one of them coughs, pretends he's coughing, because fake coughing is huge with these guys. To make the noise or to make it look like they're doing it. And moving, 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 moving. And the birds, you see the pigeons? They train the pigeons, they train the birds around you, wherever you go, to fly in front of your face. So it's a movie. It's like a movie set, they're extras. As soon as they see you coming, they start doing their part, whatever it is they're meant to do. That's what they teach them. And that's pretty much it. Pretty much it, guys. See, this guy comes out, he coughs, pretends he's coughing. It's a depression weapon to depress you, surround you with everything depressing, negative, things you can't get, things you're deprived of, things you don't like. People with disabilities. No normal person wants to be around people with disabilities all day long. It's depressing. If it's people that I talk to that I know, they always talk about stories that are depressing, stories that are provoking, stories that insinuate bad things, evil things, addictions, sex, drugs, whatever, anything that's bad, negativity, just pure negativity. Alright, guys? So just to give you a preview before we, for newcomers or for people that haven't seen my videos, what I'm surrounded with. It's a prison. I'm surrounded always with people that work for them everywhere I go, even to the establishments that I go into, hospitals, courts. I have a fake court session filmed on my channel. Type in the search bar on my channel, fake court session, you'll see it. Everywhere I go, they replace real people with them. So I'm in a prison. They imprison me that way. I have no contact with real people. So it's a Masonic prison. So everywhere I go, how can I prove it to you? Look at the people that I'm surrounded with, and with the characteristics that I described to you before we see them, and how they're moving, and objects, and how they're walking, and the looks on their faces. Most of them are looking at me with anger or hatred. So it's like the Truman Show exact thing. I think it was done off my life, because the time that movie came out, it correlates a lot with the events that happened to me in the mid-90s. But this is the torture version, the real-life torture version, where people are not nice to you inside the show, and they're not going to just let you leave with the boat and come out the door. You have to fight your way, more than Truman did. Because you're surrounded with a bunch of evil people that just know they have you prisoner, and they want to make money out of it. So they're like paid evil actors, pretty much. That's what they are. See how she's moving? Look, watch, she's going to move. Take her hand in her purse, she's going to move now. Look, she's not going to stop moving. As I look at her, she's moving. Pick up the purse, scratch the hair, scratch the arm, scratch the leg. Just constant movement, like a movie set. You know? So, this is what I want you guys to look at. Alright? They wait for you on the corners, to whichever way you go. Look at the amount of cars already. No, I mean, it's 8 something, so that's okay. It's rush hour. We're not going to judge much on that. But look at those parking lots, how empty they are. Watch how they get all super filled up now in an hour. I mean, why would a parking lot like this at 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning be super filled? Let me show you what's here so you know. There's a bar here. It's kind of like a restaurant. It opens at noon. Okay, here we go. So things that are coming in front of you and pausing, pretty much putting obstacles in front of you. The dentist office. Okay, this guy, the hair place, I get it. A lot of people cut their hair. So it gives us a reason to have how many cars here, how many people can cut their hair at the same time. A pharmacy that I go to, it's dead. It's the deadest pharmacy on the planet. Pizza Nova, which shouldn't get busy till lunchtime, and Dairy Queen, which is never really that busy, to be honest with you, and a convenience store that I come to every day. They open at 10, but I know they're opening early lately, which is really good. So there's no reason for this plaza to be always super packed, you know what I mean? Anyways, now they're waiting for me over there. Now this guy that came out walks back this way. He's following me pretty much. They have to follow you. Look, he's pretending, looking at the stores. Listen to the honking behind me. The car honking. So they follow you pretty much, but they have to know how to pace, and he's copying what I did. He's looking at every single store. Look at him. They try to annoy you, provoke you. So he's copying what I did, looking at every store and just moving, pretending he's doing something else. They're like a bunch of kids, paid extras in a movie. That's it. That's pretty much it, guys. No, he doesn't even know where he wants to go. Look at him. He just wants to follow me. Okay, guys. So who was the one honking here? Constantly honking and hung up. Bird? Look at the birds. So you believe me now that they follow me everywhere. Look. No. Now I know I'm following it now, but the fact that I came into my view. More movie extras. Movie extras. Movie extras. Look. How they come out of everywhere. Let's say we're filming a movie right now. You tell these people, you wait at the corner. As soon as the camera looks on you, move. That's how you have to see me, as a camera. That's how you know. And noise. So the cars that pass by, guys, 90% of them are them. 90%. Trust me, if I wasn't 100% sure, I would not open my mouth and say something dumb like that. Alright? I can prove it to you. When I get close to the cars, if I could film the people inside, they're always moving. As soon as I get there, they start to move. Pick up their sunglasses, scratch their head, play with their hair, if it's girls, whatever. They have different characteristics, but each one of them, they tell them move. Look at this one, she grabbed her pants. They have to move, they have to keep moving, because that's the idea, to keep you tense and irritated. right? And big trucks, huge trucks around me all day long to make noise. Now, I can't talk like that in front of these people and be angry. We have to be nice because, they're normal human beings. So let's just walk normal, be nice to everybody, smile to them. And when we get into stores and be nice to people, and let's give and take. And I want you guys to watch it all and see what happens in my fake world. In my prison of torture. The time.
Time.
Yeah.
8:22.
Thanks. Look how many people are crossing on this side. Look how many on the other side. Look at the difference. Look at the difference of people around me. Look over there. There's barely anybody crossing. That's how it is, guys. Look. So constant movement, guys. It's all about constant movements. You gotta remember, when I'm passing by somebody, just passing by, I point the camera at them a little bit. In that brief 1 second, 2 second period, you're gonna see them either bend their head down, look for their phone, bend their head up, scratch their hair, or even just move one leg from the front to the back. Pay attention to close detail like that. So you can realize that everyone I get in touch with, and noise, listen to the car revving, the honking, already. Everyone I'm about to get in touch with or around is moving. For that brief second that I look at them, they're moving. Well, if everybody's like that around me and everywhere I look there's cars moving, what would my world be like? It's a science to depress. And how did they get this? They got it from movies. Because if you watch movies, you look at movie extras. I mean, what do movie extras do? You see two people eating in a restaurant. Behind them, you always see things moving. You see the waiter walk by, they're cleaning something, they're cleaning the window. This is science to depress, guys. If you look at this all day long, you get depressed. So they're doing it to the whole world, not just to me. But from my world, because it was so intense, because I'm a very strong and productive person, they did it to me very close circuit to entrap me and imprison me because I'm an undesirable to them. They call us undesirables, people like me that are talented and righteous. They don't want us in the world because we cause havoc. We're good leaders. We vibrate the right kind of energy to people. They don't want that. They want people to stay dumb, dim, and enslaved, and dazed and confused, not to know what's going on around them. That's the reason why they do such a thing to people like me that are enlightened. So while I'm talking to you, even if I don't mention it, the dogs on leashes, I always mention it in my videos. This is the second one we see. I'm not going to keep mentioning that because it's annoying. Because people that watch my videos all the time, they're going to be annoyed if I keep mentioning everything that they already know. So, all I'm asking you to, the running, they run, you guys know that. If you haven't seen many of my videos, watch the other ones so you could see birds singing everywhere I go. They train them. Anyways, the most important thing I want you guys to look at is the kind of people I get in touch with, I bump into. It's not walking a dog or thing. Those are normal things that people do anyways. I want you to look at one main thing that will characterize them as fake movie extras, pretty much. They're doing the same actions. They're always moving. They're always carrying objects. There's always objects, whether they're big. Keys is a favorite of theirs, because keys make noise. And sex. They always sell sex. Masons love that, because it's a way to distract a man. And it works. It's a huge way to distract a man, especially one like me who's been imprisoned and deprived for so long. Not that if I'm really desperate, I could go get it, but it's not worth it. It's not real, it's fake. So, because I'm in that situation that I can't get in touch with real people. So how can I get a real girlfriend? It's impossible. I'm in prison. So my prison is basically, look at everyone that surrounds me. They're all moving. That's how you know they're not real people. Look at the way they're acting, the way they talk to me. Everything about them is weird. So what they do is, guys, when I go to establishments or places, they're on my trail, they precede me, and they flip everything when I go there. Whether they have people working in that store, the real people, I don't know where they put them. They kick them out of there, they walk in with CSIS badges, they tell them government business, you have to leave. I don't know what they do. But they get the people out of there. I never have contact with real people. So the proof is, look how strange the people that I bump into are acting. Look at the strange things about them, the weirdness. That's how you can tell. So I'm not going to talk much. You know, when I get to certain places, I don't like to talk like this. I want to really try to act normal, enjoy myself, and fantasize and lie to myself about the fact that the people that I'm bumping into are normal. Even the elevators there are moving. Look, they go up now when I get here. So your whole surroundings, they control it. Anything that could be moved, people, objects, anything, and make noise out of it, extra noise, they do it. And your 180-degree view, because you guys know with our eyes we see 180 degrees. We see from the side. This is what I want you to look at. And birds singing. They train them. They follow you everywhere. I know it sounds strange. I don't like to mention it usually in my videos, but they do. Look. Who cares about birds right now? Let's concentrate on people. That's the most important thing. Because all this could happen to a person, but if he had contact with real people, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't bug him as much. Even with all this noise in cars. The most important thing is getting in touch with real people. Otherwise, you're being forced and excluded from society. Even the people inside the houses, they come out and start moving in front of you so you see them. People, everywhere you look, and moving. And the amount of cars and the way the cars are driving, that's how you can tell. They go a certain strange speed to make noise out of their cars. Look, even the one that's walking in front of me, she hasn't stopped moving yet. Playing with her purse, with her hair, scratching her back, you name it. Okay, guys, so let's concentrate on people. Forget the cars, forget everything else. The people that I bump into, look at them, they're always moving. Okay? At least give me that much, and I'll give you proof of it on video. Not when they're walking, obviously. If they're walking, they have to move, they're walking. But look at the odd, strange things that they're doing. Look at how every person you see on camera is moving. Just look at that. You won't see anyone standing subtle for more than 5 seconds. Impossible. Or 3 seconds even. Or sitting subtle without doing anything. If they're not doing anything, look at their eyes. They're over blinking. They're blinking too much. That's how it is, guys. And a lot of pointing like this poster. A lot of pointing like that. That's a huge thing for them. The pointing. You see them talking, they're pointing over there, it's like giving them directions, or pointing over here and moving their hands too much when they talk. Everyone becomes Italian. Over-expressive, it's fake. You can smell the fakeness in it. Look, even from here, when I look at the far bus stop, you won't see them on camera. People are starting to move. Because they're like movie extras. They tell them as soon as he can see you, start moving or walk or cross. It's exactly like a movie set. That's what they do. Maybe they came up with the idea for this is maybe when these cameramen filmed a lot of movies on movie sets, they said to the director, I feel depressed from all the extras moving back and forth because they have to shoot every scene like 15, 20 times. Maybe that's how they got the idea that it actually depresses the spacing back and forth. That's what they do, most of them. See this one that was standing in front of me? She didn't move at all. But if you look at her hand, her fingers, how she had them bent, she was moving her fingers a little bit. Now they're telling them, because I'm filming a lot of videos and I'm proving what I'm saying, do not move. I'm pretty sure they're telling them that. But then if they completely don't move, then it won't work. Then whatever they're trying to do to bug me, they won't be able to bug me with it. There's always cars waiting to turn right when I cross everywhere. At least 2 or 3. And they take off violently. Always 2 or 3 waiting to turn. Because guys, if every intersection you get to, there are cars waiting there to turn, you get annoyed because it's a waiting game. It's like you have to hurry up for them to go, or you have to go slow to let them go in front of you. That kind of annoying inner waiting game, you know what I mean? They want you to feel that on every corner. It's an annoying machine. They want you annoyed and irritated the whole time. They're small poisonous needles that will drain you eventually if they're happening to you every day for a long time. That's what gets you depressed. Alright? And they're always drinking something with their hand, they're always eating something. They have to give themselves an excuse to put objects in your face or move. One of the two. One of the two. They have to. So you see a lot of them, they have a sad look on their face pass by me because they want to make me feel like I won, like I did something really productive. It's a deception. I didn't do anything. All I did was, I'm still in the prison. The only time I will do something productive is when I escape this prison of hell. Other than that, I'm deceiving myself. They want to make you feel that you're important. Anything to deceive you, to make you feel good enough while you're in this prison so you don't think of escaping every second. Looking at ways, thinking, what if I go talk to the people inside the houses over there? They're real, they can't flip them. What if I go up in the apartment building and talk to people there? This is what they don't want you to think. The reason why I'm not doing it yet, because I ain't ready. I'm planning, have a nice plan, don't worry. Okay? What else? I try to tell you a lot of information in every video, so if you're a first timer, you won't think I'm crazy to validate certain things for you, you know, to give you certain common sense things. So right away you don't leave the video and think I'm a nutcase. This is why I keep on repeating those things sometimes, guys. Sorry for the people that keep watching those videos. I apologize if I'm annoying you by saying this over and over again. But you know, look, he's eating something, this guy, because it gives him a reason to move. They have to make enough excuses to move without making it look obvious. It's a covert moving operation. Alright? Or they really walk funny with their arms like an army, like a soldier, stick their arms up and down while they're walking. Anything like that, strange. Look how he's looking on the right, on the left, he's moving his head back and forth. Anything to move, they have to move. If they don't move, then they're just like, I'll relax, then I won't be tense. If my environment is not moving in front of me, everything in motion. Always birds, 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 everywhere I go. And these violent cars, revving their engines, honking, making noise around me all day long. So they train them. Now let's go have us a nice coffee, a nice cigarette, and chill out a bit and relax. Now look at the people around me in the coffee shop. Look at the strange everything. After you. Another long, meaningless conversation. If you could speak the language, they couldn't listen to what they're talking about. It's completely meaningless. And they have to create noise, talking. You gotta remember, every environment I get to is talking and pacing and making noise. Now, at the stores before, they used to come in and take out the racks, replace them, even though they didn't need to. They stopped doing that because it became obvious. So they're molding, as I move forward and wake up to things, they're molding them slowly to allow me to not make me think of escaping, to make me think that I'm winning and to stay in this prison. It's a scam, it's a deception. Where? Over there? I didn't hear it. Thanks. They do. Small coffee, regular, please. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Next guest here.
You have the cup holders? Thanks. Appreciate it. Thanks. Okay, this guy? Is he? So guys, they've toned it down a lot. They even put napkins. I took some napkins, as you see in the end here. So what they're doing is they're trying to, everything I say in the videos, the next video that I film after, that's how you know it's true now. They're trying to be smartasses, but the problem with a smartass, there's a reason why they call him a smartass, because he's not really smart. So what they try to do now, every time I mention a video, I show you a video, look at the next day, you're going to look at things change. I mentioned the napkins that I never see them in stores. They put them right in front of me. If you notice, right on the desk in front of me over there were napkins. So, look, someone's talking louder. You know why? In case I go sit over there, because it's quiet. Get away from people, to have a nice cigarette, relax, enjoy myself, not to see people moving back and forth. See, talking on speaker here. Look out for those things. Now, the way they're acting inside that store today is a humongous improvement from what I used to go to. It's almost normal, almost. The thing that was abnormal about it in there is those old, I don't know what language they were speaking, Greek or something. You heard this ongoing conversation by these elderly men in there. That's pretty obvious. Nobody wants to talk that loud and ferociously. The place was really busy, and it's about 60% less loud and movie than it used to be. No, they've changed it a lot in there. It's amazing. It's almost becoming normal. It's still not far away from normal, but there's still the odd crazy guy in there to make me feel weird. Do you see those weirdnesses? See this crazy guy behind me when I was leaving? I told her, she said he's crazy. He's not crazy. That's just a Masonic actor. It's a movie set, guys, because they always want to surround you with weirdness. If you're surrounded with weirdness all the time, now you're going to notice a lot of big trucks pass by, because look at the reflection on the windows here. So I can see things moving. Look, school bus, watch. I'm going to show you how they get you, because this is my view. That's what I'm looking at. Look at the reflection in those windows, and look how many big trucks are going to come, so they're more visible. So I see things moving. Look. And over here too. How many cars are going to pass by in that area, so I can still see things moving through the reflection of the window. Look how they get you. I'm going to prove to you this. Watch. So there's always things in motion in front of my face. Look. There's always things. Now, over there is the street. That's fine. We're not going to say anything about that. Look, even here. So there are always things in motion and noise around me. She's stalking for some reason. She could have parked anywhere in the parking lot. The only place she parked is over here with the lights in my face and loud talking on the inside for me not to be able to enjoy myself here in peace and quiet. Look where I'm sitting, for God's sakes. I can't sit inside the donut shop because it's loud and very movie. It's still schizophrenic. Not as bad as it used to do. It's changed. Look, even the bird. Look, the bird just crossed right in front of my legs. Did you see him fly? So you guys can believe me when I tell you they trained them. But let's not mention the birds. Let's get away from it. Let's concentrate on people. Listen. Look at the big trucks passing by and the buses over there, so I can see things moving in the reflection. And that guy talking over there on speaker inside the big white Jeep. To my left, bird singing. behind me, cars revving their engines and flying. Look at the, I'm on a big truck so I can see my reflection. Things moving. And the window's reflection. But then again, it's rush hour. I don't like to make videos. That's the same girl that whacked me from the bus stop all the way here and all the way back. So you see the stalking, it goes 3 times. Usually they're supposed to stalk me 3 times. More than 3, it becomes obvious. Okay. And the one inside the car, every time I look at her, she takes a sip of her coffee. There's the crazy guy again that was inside the coffee shop behind me. He wants to pass by for me to see him the 3rd time. Look. He's gonna go between the 2 cars now. He's gonna come here, I think. He wants me to notice him, to see that I actually saw craziness in the morning. Not that I have anything against crazy people. I feel sorry for them. I wish I could help them. I'm going crazy myself almost here from what they're doing to me. But the idea is to show you the satanic circus that they surround you with, what it involves. Every place that I walk into, it's a session. A session of certain tactics are being implemented in that session. Turn you on, disgust, fear, pacing, lots of pacing and moving, and lots of noise. That weakens a person, and psychological warfare in terms of, whatever they want to attack you with, you know what I mean? If in your house this morning, let's say you had tuna, and nobody eats tuna in the morning and you don't like tuna, and when you go outside you see people talking about tuna on the street, or you see a tuna can in front of the building, or you get to a restaurant, everyone orders a tuna sandwich. This is the kind of psychological warfare that they pull on you that normal people there will not know. Why would they? Okay, so everyone ordered a tuna sandwich, so what? They don't know what happened with me earlier. They don't know that this means that my apartment's surveilled, that they're watching me inside my apartment. They know I ate tuna today. You get it? You guys get it? You see how they attack you covertly? And always cars releasing their brakes, big trucks. You guys heard it on the camera. Psh, psh, psh. That sound, guys. Psh, psh. Look, everyone's sitting in their car now over here and moving. Look at this one and the gray Volkswagen. Listen to that. Psh, psh. That's all I hear all day long. Psh. Look, now they want to walk their kids from here. Look, the car over there. See, she's moving behind the window. So I can see always things in motion, always people moving like a movie set, the background. So that's why this video, I'm almost going to tell you the difference between my prison and a movie set. There's not much of a difference. Psh, how many times has he done it? The traffic hasn't even moved. That's a handbrake. You're supposed to release it once or twice here and there, not every 2 seconds. Psh, psh, psh. And birds to my left, non-stop. And the psh. You see how they attack you, how you're being attacked with noise and movement. Now I know a lot of people that are watching this video for the first time are going to say, well, you're surrounded by a lot of people, traffic and busyness. Guys, I know that. I'm not stupid. Please look at the detail that I'm describing to you, and the stories and the weird things. That's how you can tell that this is set up. It's very hard to prove such a thing, because the people doing it are very sneaky. They're the Masons, for God's sakes. Those guys built our world. They're the Satanists behind this. May 24th? We're talking June, you mean? What date was it? We're not talking about those. We're talking about something completely different here. Yes, but there's another deposit here. Okay? June 12th, there's a deposit. But we're not talking about those. I told you the transaction on June the 14th, BR to BR. What is that? What is it? That's not true, because the amount there is different. That's not a duplicate deposit. It's wrong. It's 9141. They withdrew that from my account. They withdrew that money. That's not a deposit. That was a withdrawal. Look at it. How could you tell me that was a deposit? That was a withdrawal. $91.41. That's not a deposit. Look at it yourself. Tell me, is that a deposit or a withdrawal? Forget the system. Look at the chart where the money is. The 91.41, is that a deposit or a withdrawal? There you go. So how could it be a check? There you go. There you go. So your system's telling you wrong. Right? Right? What is that? And they also in the bank here today, they played around and they put the date for the adjustment for the check on the 13th, and it wasn't adjusted then. That's the reason why their account had a restriction on it, because it was put on hold. So how could the adjustment take place on the 13th when it was on hold? The adjustment took place today, not on the 13th. My whole account was on hold, and they told me we don't know yet what's going to happen. I had to wait 2 days, 3 days. I just showed up today with the letter, and they made the adjustment. So it shouldn't take place on the 13th. It should take place today. And since you don't know the withdrawal